So the marketing part, when you're being, how clear do you need to be, and do you feel like you need to have? Because I feel like somebody said that marketing is where you do something and then people come to you because they like it, whereas sales is you're going to them because you've got something that you want to offer them. So understand that that's kind of the basis of the difference between marketing and sales. But where's the crossover? Because plenty of times in my life I've heard, well, I can't make the sale because the marketing department's not doing their job. And if they're not doing their job and there's not something something that's happening over there, what is it that's my responsibility? If they're not doing their job, how can I do mine?
Yeah, 100%. It's a great question. Okay, here's my theory on growing a B2B based business. This is my theory. Others might argue with it, but this is mine. You don't need marketing to get started. Yeah. You can sell to people in your network, go out, outreach, have a basic website, have a LinkedIn profile. You don't need to be doing all of these multi-touch points to get started. Yeah. Right? This is part of the founder figuring out your product market messaging fit. Yeah. You can build that first few $100,000, $500,000 in revenue, something in that range. Now, others, I've met a company that got to about 6 million before they started implementing marketing properly. So in B2B, and I've spoken to good marketers about this as well, in B2B, very different to B2C. B2B, you lead with sales. You get things going from a sales point of view. Yeah. Then when you've got all the insights from the conversations that you've had in sales, you take those, you give them to the marketers, and the marketers now start hitting the 95% of buyers who aren't ready to buy from you yet, right? Yeah. Because in sales, what we're doing is we're going out and trying to hunt for people that are in a situation where they've got a problem that they need to solve in the small foreseeable future, and they've got the budget to do so. Right? There's also all the people who are completely unaware they have the problem, or aware they have the problem and don't have the budget yet, or they've got higher priorities, all of those sorts of things, right? And this is where the marketing magic comes in, is when you start having, like, planting seeds with them via ongoing softer touches of communication, so that when it comes to, now I have the budget, the prioritization and the need to do something about this in the shortest foreseeable future, that you're the person or one of the few people that they come to have that conversation with. That's where marketing comes in. A salesperson sitting there expecting, particularly as a first sales rep, just expecting marketing to feed them leads, unless you're going into a business that already has a full system and it's working and it's proven, expect to be going out there hunting and finding your own. But if you're the salesperson listening to this, do give your founder or your business owner a bit of a nudge and go, hey, what's working for you? What have you proven? While you're just sitting there waiting for referrals, how about you run some experiments? Run some experiments, see the results, see that something's kind of working. You got to have enough of that kind of working. Otherwise, you're too early to bring the salesperson on. They could work out, but there's a significantly higher chance that your salesperson doesn't work out by not solving that one particular thing. Yeah. I do get passionate. This is my area of passion, because I've been a first sales hire, I've been a founder. Yeah. It's a challenging journey, and getting that sales function established from scratch, it's a particular pivot point. If you can't get somebody else in your business selling for you, you'll only ever make so much money. Yeah. Right? Your business will only ever be of a certain size. And you can have great, incredible businesses, but it's a particular point that some just never get through, and some need a couple of false starts to get through. And thinking through these principles we've talked about really increases the likelihood that you're not going to have so many false starts.
Thank you for that, because that's reminded me what I was going to say, which is, I feel like I was listening to Diary of a CEO, Stephen, right? And I think he said, I can't remember whether it was him or one of the guests that he had on his show, he said something, I think he said, I'm most grateful in my career for my very, very first sales jobs, where I made a telephone call and I got rejected every single day, multiple times every single day. Yep. Because that gave me the grit and the resilience and the, just the determination to just keep pushing through that. And I love that, because I do think, like, I understand the ickiness sometimes around about sales, but as a salesperson, having to deal with that rejection every day, and also I think as a founder, when you've been, really great at your craft and everything that you do, you're used to people saying, thank you, that's amazing, you've really changed our lives, you've done a great job. Or, you're used to kind of that kind of feedback. You're so good at something that you're going to set up a business and you're going to make it bigger. And so having to deal with that rejection sometimes is not what we're used to when we get into this position. Yeah. So how does that sit? Because clearly, if you're used to being in sales and you started in sales and he clearly started in sales and is very thankful for having that as his background of just like hearing no is not devastating. What would you say about that? Like, how do you get over the rejection of, hi, I'm calling you for blah, and they go, not too busy, see you later, and hang up on you? Like, if that's what your salesperson is doing, or if that's what, as a business owner, you think, oh, I need to make some sales, or I need to call 5 people, like that fear of rejection.
The way that I look at it is, it's just having a reasonable conversation with someone, like what we spoke about early on about being okay to walk away if it's not a fit for them. Yep. Right? If it's not a fit for them and you walk away, look, it's still not fun to get rejected, but it's not actually rejecting you. It's just going, these puzzle pieces don't fit together. Yep. Rather than I don't like you, or you're not good enough, or whatever those stories are that might be playing out underneath. It's just not a fit for them. But if it is a fit for them and they can't see it, that's where you have some up-leveling to do around your approach to sales. And if you can, like I said at the beginning, ask questions and get curious around what it is that they're not getting that you can see, right? And you just take that curiosity and question-based approach. The other person at the end of the day has to make their own decisions, right? But if you can bring that, then you're up-leveling that gap between they need something and I can see that they need something and they don't need something.
Yeah, I love that. Well, that's really a good philosophy for life in general.
Yeah.
To just be nice to people and be curious. Really.
Yeah.
I like that take.